But don't worry. We probably going to update that, Jones. So if you just missed that whole story, that shit was funny as hell. Yeah. At the end of the day, some old lady with a Viking shirt was walking, and the Eagles fans punched her in the back of the head.
While she was at her seats in the game, once the Vikings scored.
And she said, hey.
And said, I'm leaving that house.
Missed the game. Oh, well. Like we say, bro, 2 tears in a bucket.
Fuck it.
So, well, I know what I said about my notes that I kind of, nice feeling for me there, bro, with the story. Right. Even though y'all missed it. Apologize. The phone reset for some reason. Don't know why. I got an Android. Hey, so what? What scares you about the Patriots?
It's the Patriots. Belichick and Tom Brady.
Yeah.
That's the scary thing.
Yeah.
And Gronk. Don't forget Gronk.
So that's what I wrote.
Yeah.
I wrote because I had this interesting conversation on our MoneyPot podcast forum. I don't know if you caught it, with this person who felt that, and I'm gonna ask you this question because I told him I would ask you. Do you feel that we're overly confident going into this game as a city? Like, just to feel that we already have this game won?
No.
I don't think so either, bro.
No. Now, I'm not going to say we already have the game won.
Do you feel we're overly confident?
No, because I feel like...
We should be.
I don't feel like we're overly confident. I feel like we...
You don't go into the Super Bowl thinking that you're not going to win. Like, shit, it's Tom Brady, it's Belichick, it's the Patriots. Right. Like, then we're really the underdog. Yeah, we're really the underdogs here. And then I was trying to tell him the underdog theme, and he was bringing up Rocky and all just the whole Philadelphia. He even brought up, like, the Flyers in Russia and all this whole, underdog theme that's always been in Philadelphia's history. And I told him, like, yeah, but that's an outside approach. Nobody in Philly feels like they're an underdog.
Nah, I agree.
Nobody in Philly goes into a fight thinks they're going to lose.
Nah.
Like,
even when we had Iverson going against Shaq and Kobe.
We would have win. Yeah, right. Nobody.
So it's like, no one thinks that we're the underdog.
At all. But we relish in that role.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We relish in the fact...
the way the team has embraced that role and rallied together, how can you not be confident? How can you not rally behind them and say they're going to bring their game? Like, they're going to play hard. So, I don't feel as though that we're overly confident by no means.
Yeah, by no means at all do I feel like we're overly confident. I just told him, like, we relish in that underdog role. The media paints us as underdogs. We don't go thinking that we're underdogs. And he's talking about, what everybody buying a dog? Because we if you're gonna throw it out there for us to pick it up, we're just gonna pick it up. It was an ooh.
Right.
As soon as Lane Johnson and Chris Long came out with those dogs, it was over.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You see them on everything.
Everything. I mean, people getting poodles. It didn't matter. Pugs. Yeah. Everything. It didn't matter. It wasn't like pit bulls and stuff. Right. It was just
a dog.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And I told him this city is a hard, working class, blue collar, tough city.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? We work for everything we earn. And now, if you want to call that an underdog because we don't wake up with a silver spoon in our mouth, hey, call it an underdog.
Right.
But we never go into a fight thinking we're gonna lose. Yeah. It's just it's not built in the DNA in Philadelphia.
No, especially like I said, especially the way that they've been playing, man. It's nothing.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. I gotta change this fan. Go ahead.
It's nothing that makes me feel like, all right, we don't have a shot at hell in this game. Nah. I feel like we're going to win this game. The defense is going to do what they've been doing for the last couple games and take it home. And what makes me think that even more, like, you even got the players that confident. Alshon Jeffrey said, we're bringing the trophy back to the city. This is what he said. That
he did. And then a lot of people didn't even remember when Alshon was in free agency, he guaranteed a Super Bowl.
Okay.
A lot of people forget about that. When Alshon Jeffrey was in free agency, I forget how the question came up, but he said, I'm going to win a Super Bowl next year. This is before he went to the Eagles.
Okay.
This is as a free agent. He's like, I'm going to win a Super Bowl next year.
Okay.
Nobody believed that.
Right.
Nobody but him.
He said, we're bringing his trophy back to
Right.
him.
And this is the same thing I told the dude. We speak stuff into existence. You know what I mean? Not even.
That's exactly what he said, too. He said speak into existence.
Yeah,
it's
we
like,
speak
it's
this. We speak this shit to existence. Right. And, and you can take that as a sports thing. You can take that as a life thing. You can take that whatever you want. Right. But that shit is real. Yeah. That shit is real. Believe that. That shit is real. Yeah. So let's get into our keys of what are the matchups here? What do we see from our view are the key matchups that for the Eagles and kind of got to talk about it, the other side, the Patriots, what do they have to do to win this game?
For the Eagles, they have to set the tone on offense.
Okay.
With the run game. The run game has to be the staple of the offense.
I wrote that.
And the reason why is because then it allows that run-pass option to be more effective. Agreed. If, you're getting 3-4 yards a pop from Ajayi or Blunt, whoever's in the game, that's fine because I'll take 3 every time. If I know I'm going to get 3 to 4 yards every time I hand the ball off, I'm fine with that. Solid. I love it. And now I can work off that, run-pass option, which has been the reason that Nick Foles has played at such a high level, because it forces the defense to commit to one, because you can't play both. You can't. It's impossible for them to guard both the run and the pass on that run-pass option. I think Belichick lets him tee off on Nick, and that's fine. But if he's able to get the ball out within those 2 to 3 seconds, and you got a slant that's open because of that, you're good. I'm just my thing is this. Because I think I read a stat that over the season of Nick Foles, I think he's only been under center passing the ball like 16%. Like he's been in shotgun for the most of the part. Yeah. With the RPO, the repass option. So if I'm Belichick, I'm telling my guy to hit Nick Foles every time he does a read option. Because you don't know. He's a runner this time. But here's the thing. This is another key. The offensive line, they got to get there. They got to get past that offensive line who's been playing tremendous all year. Well, how does that read option go out of the shotgun, I guess? It's a run-pass option, so they still getting a body on a body. Yeah, so it's not a true option where the defensive end has to make the call. No, okay. Yeah. Because they don't know. Yeah, they don't know. You kind of got to sit and wait. Yeah, I get it. So he can hit him all he wants if he can get there. That's true. But the way they've been playing, they've been protecting him. He hasn't been on his ass as much. Right. And I wrote that too. Diverse power run game is what I called it. Okay. And if you look at the numbers, the Pats are ranked 31st yards per carry, which is terrible. I mean, everybody runs on them. They give up what was it? They're like 30th in yards after contact, I think it was. I forget. Don't quote me on that one. I should have wrote that one down. But they rank at the bottom in the league of rush defense. Okay. You got Ajayi taking over as a lead back. And Blunt, to me, even though he's more uses a short yardage and goal line back, he has a history of big runs, man. No, he does. He has a history of big, long runs. He breaks tackles. Yeah, man. So he's like a poor man's Lynch, is what he reminds me of. He's just a poor man's Lynch. He's one of those big guys that you're going to have to get him down. Yeah. You have to. You got to do any and everything to get him down. Let me see if I can find him. What was that? You seen that article with Lynch when they asked him about his running style? No. Let me see. Lynch. But yeah, LeGarrette Blunt is good, man. He's going to be stoked to play too because he's playing his former team who didn't want him. Yeah, here it is. It's just fun.
That's when it just clicked in my mind that if you just run through somebody's face, a lot of people ain't gonna be able to take that over and 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 over. and over and over and over and over and over again.
Man.
They're just not gonna want that.
Think there's a deeper metaphor there?
Run through a motherfucker face.
Real shit. And I mean, at the end of the day.
Drake sound like an NWA dude.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's real shit, though. So, and then not even that, and you alluded to earlier, was that offensive line, they can get past them. 3 Pro Bowlers on that offensive line.
Right.
And they're all on the right side.
No.
Going from center.
Pro, not a pro. Remember, he got snubbed for the Pro Bowl.
Oh, yeah. Kelsey didn't make the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
That
Brooks
is true.
And Lane Johnson, but he made the first team All-Pro team, which is much better.
Yeah.
So.
Whatever.
But no, I feel you. You got an All-Pro and 2 Pro Bowlers.
Yeah. Right.
On your line.
Right.
And a very smart left guard in Winooski.
Mm-hmm.
And Vitar.
Speaking of that, we even touched on that. A lot of them boys been sick. You seen that?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people been getting the bug.
Yeah.
Even Malcolm Butler had it. Malcolm
Butler, I know
Jernigan.
Winooski had it. I heard Peterson had it.
Barner.
Yeah, Barner don't mean. He's a special teams guy. Yeah. I know.
I think Kendricks had something too.
Yeah, I think I heard Kendricks.
Yeah.
But I heard was it Jernigan? Yeah.
He's good. He practiced today.
Oh, he did practice?
Yeah, he practiced today.
But I heard he was bad, though. Like, he missed, 2 practices.
Yeah, they said they just wanted to keep him hydrated.
Yeah.
Doug Peterson was saying, he's a vet. Like, he knows he can go in there and play.
Thank God it was 2 weeks, yo. Because if it wasn't, it would have been a bad
shit. He's like, he can go in there and play ball. They just focused on getting him hydrated.
That's the only thing is the fatigue thing. I don't like being sick right before a game. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But at least you got the 2 weeks. At least you got the 2 weeks.
He was able to get him his rest so he can, because a lot of people don't understand, man. Like, with being sick, you gotta have rest. That's with any and everybody. Like, that's hard, but you gotta take a day and just really rest. Like, let your body just relax.
I feel you. Yeah. So that is key. But I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be healthy come kickoff. Yeah. And even if they weren't, they still playing.
They was going to play anyway. Just like I knew Brown was playing.
Yeah, I know, right? So another thing I did right too was I think the key for the Eagles is time of possession. I think the more you keep Brady off the field, the better your chances are.
Totally.
And I found some numbers. In the 3 losses that the Patriots had, they only had the ball for 27 minutes, and their 13 wins over 31 minutes. So you can obviously see in that formula, you keep Tom Brady off the field, you're good.
You got a better chance.
You got a better chance to win the game. Yeah. That didn't happen for the Jags, though. The Jags had the ball for ever.
But see, the other matchup I have is Zach Ertz.
Yeah, we'll get into that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think that, we look at Gronk. Everybody know what Gronk can do. Mm-hmm. But Ertz is no slouch at all. He's his last game, he caught all 8 targets.
Right.
For over 100 yards.
I could see another game like that.
Yeah. He didn't get in the zone, but it's still cool.
I actually honestly think out of all the skill players, he's going to have the best game on Sunday.
I can see it too.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Kelsey kills the Pats all the time. Well, not all the time, but this year he killed the Pats.
Yeah. So, and I think a couple tight ends have. Yeah. So you just got to know. And he runs great routes.
He does.
Ertz runs really good routes.
And Nick goes to him.
Mm-hmm. Because he's comfortable with him.
Yeah.
Remember, he played with him before. That's the only guy that he got, out there that he played with before, besides Selleck.
Right.
But I think he's going to be the X factor in the game.
We'll get to the props. So I actually have that written down. I actually have that middle of the field for both teams, and I think that's a thing for both teams. I love Ertz because he has an advantage over the Packs linebackers. You got to go the opposite way. You got to love Gronk because he has an advantage over our linebackers. I actually went Aguilar. I think Aguilar has an advantage over their slot corner.
Definitely got an advantage over it.
Yeah, their third corner. And then I actually went the other way too. Amendola, I think, has an edge on Robinson. Even though Robinson's played good.
I don't think so.
I do.
Robinson has been a dog all year long. He's been all year long.
He has, but you.
And he makes big plays. Like he comes up with big plays.
And if you look at the history, and I looked at this, Amendola in the playoffs, he just shows up. He's not, he's not the fastest guy. He runs good routes.
Great routes.
You know what I mean? But
he's just quick
he just shows up. He just shows up when his number's called, and it's a playoff game.
But see, we gotta understand, like, and that's what a lot of people fail to realize. Like, Patrick Robinson, he's not a slouch at all. Like he was a high draft pick.
He was.
He played in big games. Like he's played good. He just had that injury bug, and it looked like he's back to form, and he's playing where I think he holds his own. He doesn't get scorched. I think he'll hold his own.
Sorry.
But no, I agree with like Garoppolo. The middle of the field on our team is going to be might be a problem, depending on who's in that package. Because we've seen Kendricks at times get lost in coverage.
He's just.
But I think they're going to utilize
Gronk is just a matchup nightmare.
Jenkins a lot more. So I think they'll have in a different.
It's too small, man.
I mean he is, of course. I'm just thinking because they'll probably run more packages with Kendricks and Bradham.
I said Barner.
Yeah, I'm thinking Barnum. That's the dude on special teams now. But Nigel Bradham as the linebackers, and they'll probably have what's his name, Corey Graham in the game a lot.
You know what we should look up at the numbers if we could find it. How is Schwartz done against Brady when he's faced him? I wonder what those numbers are. He's had to see him.
Yeah, he coached in Buffalo.
Yeah, but he didn't.
They played him twice a year.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to think of his teams in Buffalo, but he had some good defenses.
Right. Yeah, because he had the defense with Mario Williams.
Yeah.
Kyle, what's his name? He's still there now.
The lineman?
Yeah,
I know you're talking about. Williams.
Yeah. He had, and that's the one they had like over 50 sacks.
Was it Kyle or Pat?
No, it's Kyle.
It's Kyle? Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean...
No, you're right. They did have some good defense. Yeah, they did have some good defense. I just think that team was never that good because they never had a good quarterback when he was there.
No.
So I'm thinking about when he was in Detroit when he had Stafford.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I don't remember Detroit facing New England at all, even if they did. But those are the major keys that I have. The same, just mostly kind of the same as you did as well.
And one I left out, and this is huge. It's our D line.
Well, this is the other way around. So I did that too. What do the Pats have to do against our defense? And they got to stop our pass rush.
Right.
You know what
and
I mean?
I think what they're going to do is we got to watch out for a lot of the running backs out the backfield too. Like, Deion Lewis, White.
I think they're going to do what Atlanta did, tempo. And that quick, fast, quick games. I mean, if you look at that Atlanta game, Atlanta moved the ball, found against us. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? There were some plays. We got lucky right before halftime with that pick that came off Neal's knee.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because that was right in his hands.
Yeah, that was right in his hands. And Atlanta's deep offense really couldn't move nothing. Oh, and actually, no, they did. I mean, they just couldn't score it. And that was a plague in them all year. But in the beginning, I mean, they were having success with the quick slants.
I mean, it's just the adjustment that Schwartz made as well. Like, so it's all a chess match.
You're right.
Nobody showed they whole hand in the beginning. So it's just making the adjustments, figuring out what's gonna work. All right, maybe I need to send this blitz. Maybe I don't.
Right.
Maybe I need to switch up on this coverage because they're gonna show you things that you haven't seen them do on the team.
Right.
I mean, it's just, and that's a good thing with the coaching too, man. They just got how they adjust to, Bill Belichick, because Belichick, like playing against him, he's has a lot of things up his sleeve. Like he
always does.
Right.
Always does.
And is always kind of prepared. So you gotta, be able to weather the storm with him and his little maybe